I heard a bunch of gunshots
but that's
and stuff.
the thing.
Did you call? Did you call 911?
No.
Exactly.
Well, can I go home? I won't be able to go home.
No, ma'am, you don't want to go home.
This is Shauntareeya Jones. In the aftermath of Jaquan's murder, she positions herself at the edges of the story. With multiple suspects and conflicting accounts, the night initially feels crowded with possibilities. But as detectives begin to narrow the chaos, it collapses into a single question. Who pulled the trigger?
There's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
On the night of June 20th, 2018, around 9:30 p.m., the quiet intersection of Edison Drive and Trenton Drive in Pensacola, Florida, was suddenly thrust into violence. What began as a typical street meet over a small amount of marijuana spiraled in seconds. The simple exchange turned into a dispute. Panic took over, and gunfire shattered through the night, leaving Jaquan dead on the pavement. Hours later, as detectives began peeling back the layers, one suspect sat across the table, calm, composed, almost eerily blank. No panic, no remorse. That controlled exterior held a truth far more disturbing than anyone expected.
And why did we get a phone call and a tip that either the night of the murder, after the murder, or that morning that you were frantic, that you were seen out there, and you either had his blood on you or blood on the car, either one?
I wasn't even, what? Like, bro, no. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
That's crazy,
but you're not
right?
down here handcuffed to that table for no reason.
Right, and no, I wasn't frantic doing nothing. I come outside, daily routine, sit on the porch, smoke my cigarette every morning.
Okay.
What was frantic about that? Why come outside with blood on me when I was just saying, look at the maintenance man, look at the landlord. Everybody's always saying everybody's business.
Did you buy weed from a boy?
No, we didn't get it. This is what I'm trying to figure out. And then I'm hearing that he was set up from somebody named Chip, that he was beefing with somebody about some females. So I guess they are thinking that we the females he was beefing about, and we just wanted to leave.
And the old man even said you had some counterfeit money.
Where would I get it from?
The same place anybody would get. They fucking.
I've never dealt with counterfeit money. No.
So I'm just telling you what he said.
Y'all must have caused some shit on him. That's crazy. I never thought I would be sitting in this seat and a story getting flipped on me like that. That's crazy. Like, that's really crazy.
I mean, somebody loved this kid.
I know.
Somebody loved him.
Somebody.
And that's how he was left.
I would do.
That's how he was left.
That's not something I would do, bro. And then he talk about I shot him. Where I get a gun from to shoot somebody? Why am I gonna pull up and shoot somebody? Y'all know how many people I bought weed from in Pensacola? Why would all of a sudden this one person be somebody that'll be a target to kill? Right. With three girls in the car.
You're asking me.
And y'all asking me. I understand
let me ask
that.
You this. Why?
Like,
hold on.
And then the weed right there. Man. So I didn't even like.
Cinnamon, listen to me.
Yes, I am. This is just crazy.
Listen to what I'm telling you. You asking me all this. Why would I do this? Why would I do that? Why would you sit in that chair right there, given the opportunity, looking at it in black and white or blue and white, however you want to describe it on this computer right here?
Because
anybody else. I never went to Trent.
Because like anybody else, I'm scared as
Okay.
Like anybody else. Like seriously.
Then somebody's wanting to be in law enforcement, being forensic or whatever. Then if you didn't do it, then hey, sheriff's office, I was over there and I heard a bunch of gunshots
but that's
and stuff.
The thing.
Did you call? Did you call 911?
No.
Exactly.
So that doesn't make it my fault because y'all basically will only say that it's my fault because y'all seen the interaction between him and my cousin last. And then wherever Deon just said, which I'm not worried about no who said, she said.
I do know that, I got recordings.
Yeah.
I got all kinds of stuff that I was like, yeah, man, this jet just got
I seen it on Facebook. I seen the same thing.
No, I got a audio.
Okay.
Of it. So.
Then it was, somebody just smoked a jet, somebody in the silver car, somebody in the black car, somebody somebody just pulled up. Then I was in the store, it was chips, somebody had something to do with it. So how does all this come down on me? Because
your
I don't know.
Your car was positively identified by more than 2 people being there. That whenever you took off out of there, and you got to realize that there's video cameras. Everybody got cameras now. Mm-hmm. The biggest cameras are with the dopers, right? A lot of dope in Mayfair, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of cameras in Mayfair, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, your car was positively identified and seen on video when you left out of there from Trenton at a high rate of speed with your headlights off, and you turned and you went south on Northview and then took a right on Madison. Yes.
And you know the thing about it is, though, remember this. All right? Let me give you a little word of advice. That car that you paid for has GPS on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you saying that's not true?
No. I told y'all I was there, but I didn't, like, nobody out of my car shot him. Then y'all
But
saying
you also said you weren't
I
there.
dragged. Okay, that's because I was scared, and I admitted that. And
Well,
that
it's
was
time
only
to get
one
over it.
time. Like,
It's
when I
time to
told
be-
y'all, okay, we was all at home at night playing cards. Okay, we got over that.
Okay, it's time to get over all of being scared, and let's be a woman
But
about this.
I
How old are
am.
you? How old are you,
I'm
Senator?
20.
Okay, it's time to be an adult. It's time to be a woman,
Mm-hmm.
and let's own up to some mistakes that we've made. Okay?
I understand that, but I'm not about to say that I killed nobody. Like, that's crazy. I'm not, because I didn't.
But
And it's like y'all saying one somebody got the car. It's three girls. Where did one of us get a gun
it's
from?
easy.
It's but
Just,
who?
just as that popped up on there about somebody needing gas,
Yeah.
somebody may
You're
need
right.
some fire. That's it.
You're right.
You don't
Okay.
think that you could go right now and get fire, get some heat out of them Dogwood Place apartments?
No, it'll be hard for a
crazy
girl,
as
but
hell.
if I want to get some weed or something, yeah.
So no, not. Ain't saying. He's saying you killed him. All right, but I'm saying either you or the two others in your car, y'all were all three together.
Mm-hmm.
All right, whatever went wrong, whatever went bad, okay, with that makes you just as guilty as if you pulled the trigger or you didn't have a gun at all. Because the only salvation is to come forward to the to law enforcement and say, just went bad. This is what happened.
When
gotta clean it
that
up.
night, that'll make me feel like, okay, well, you're calling, you saying something just went bad. I don't know. Maybe I should have called y'all.
Yeah.
After hearing whatever, but no, because no.
So you're
It's
gonna.
just-
So you're
When
sitting
you
here.
call,
and
you
you're
would
gonna
feel
tell us,
like the finger's on you, like it's your fault, like you in trouble. Like, and I watch TV a lot. I watch Force 48 all the time. I see this all the time. I hear it all the time. I know the first thing I did wrong was tell y'all I was at home. Of course I was going to do that because I'm scared and I'm young. And then now you telling me that my boyfriend who just took my car while I'm sleeping in the bed with his child tells y'all, oh, I just killed somebody.
Yeah, because see, we found the car where he was at with a couple other guys.
So he had other people in my car?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, actually, as luck of the draw, I walked up to him. I said, "Hey, cuz, let me talk to you, man." I said, he goes, "What's this about?" I said, "Well, this car right here is involved in a murder."
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "Well, that's my lady's car." I said, "Oh, no. So it's involved in a murder." And he said, "Can we go somewhere and talk?"
And
said,
then he
"Sure."
said that I told you and my mom. So then why don't y'all just talk to my mom? Because that's a
I mean,
lie right there.
Maybe it is.
I know it is.
maybe
Because
it
how
is.
he gonna say, I told him and my mom this last night. My mom was just out there to come watch his son so I can come down here and talk to y'all.
Shauntareeya, right from the get-go, opens up with lies. Calm, casual, almost convincing. It's the kind of story someone tells when they believe they're in control. But the detectives know better. And moments from now, one of them will use a strategy designed to do only one thing: strip away the narrative and leave the truth with nowhere left to hide.
You're 20 year. I don't even think you don't have any criminal history, do you?
No, and that's my thing. This is like my thing. After today, even if I was to say, yeah, I did it or no, I didn't, my life's gonna be different forever, period. Because it's gonna be updates on the news. Somebody's gonna see me coming out of here. Oh, Cinnamon was down there in interrogation outfit. And then it's like, I just feel like positive or negative, it's like not gonna help me.
But there's also,
If it was me saying, okay, yeah, I did it, and then go through court and go through everything or however all that really goes, then guess what? When I get out, now I'm a felon, maybe I'll never be able to work with old people again. I'll never be able to work with children again. Like, my life is going to be like, I'm not going to be able to do nothing that I'm doing now.
That's not totally true.
Afterwards.
I know you think that, and a lot of people do think that, but I will tell you that the difference is is the people that sit here in these seats. All right. Most of them have a rap sheet longer than this whole entire room. Yeah. They've been in the system. You know people that's been in the system. Everything works on a point system. It's what you score out to and all this stuff, right? Now, yeah, you're dealing with, and when it comes to homicide's homicide. It doesn't get any worse than that.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying.
You know, but, hang on. But, you're 20 years old now.
What does that mean? Because I have a long life to live, I can go to jail for 30 years now?
No. No. But the difference is if it was just a cold-blooded, intentional, I'm going to kill this guy, we're going out to seek and find somebody to kill, or whatever, it was premeditated, then yeah, you don't see the light of day no more. You get life in prison, or you get the death penalty.
Those are usually the stories I see on First 48. Now that you put it that way.
All right. Now, when you talked about if he tried to rob you, and then there's 3 girls, and y'all got to do something, y'all scared, and somebody's got a gun, and they're like, I got to save my girl or whatever, boom, 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 get him out of the car or whatever. If that's how it happened, yeah. Do you go to jail because somebody's been killed?
Yes.
Exactly. You do, but it's not forever.
But it's forever. It is forever. You don't have any life after that.
Anything like, at 20 years old seems like forever. If I told you that you'd be a millionaire if you went to school for 4 years, you'd think that 4 years is forever. Just like you thought high school was forever. Or I don't want to go to school. Or I don't want to have to do chores around the house forever. I don't want to do this or do that. You know? So, that's the thing, hon, is I don't think you're bad people. You know, and I don't think, I mean, I've seen your photos. I've seen your Facebook. I've seen you are a typical high school kid graduating.
Can you loosen this up a little bit?
Yeah, I'm going to have to get a key because I don't have one on my thing, but I will.
Turn it and it hurt.
You were a typical high school kid 2 years ago, you know, with your high school graduation stuff and everything else. Your whole life ahead of you, ready to get out on your own and make it on your own.
Trying to get out of this here.
You know, exactly, you know. But, like I said, the difference is, you know, if this was a theft charge, or if this was a bad check, or if this was a ticket or a driving violation or a burglary or something, no biggie. But this don't go away. I mean, it does not go away. So, doing any jail time, if I said, hey, if you come and you be truthful, you're only going to do 1 year in jail. If I could do that, which I can't, but if I could tell you that, nobody still wants to do 1 year in jail, you know? But I do know, and I've done this long enough, that what I told you about the difference of premeditating and planning to go murder somebody. And yes, you spend your natural life in jail. Yeah. Versus if somebody tried to rob you or whatever happened, and the evidence shows, once we go through your car, once we go through your phones, once we go through, because we have your boyfriend's phone, we took his phone. We've already subpoenaed Shay's phone after he tried to say he didn't even have that phone number, you know, which I told him that.
Because she did, like, had just got that number, so it wasn't like many people didn't have it.
Yeah, 760-4411.
Yeah.
So, you see what I'm saying? You know? So, I'm going to give you a few minutes, see if they hear. I want you to think. And, you know, it sucks. Like I said, if you've had a sandwich, it's still a shit sandwich. I can't say it's going to taste like a nice bacon cheeseburger, because it's not. You know? But, you know, that's the thing.
Detectives began with a rapport-building strategy, where the investigator speaks calmly and sympathetically to lower the suspect's defenses and encourage voluntary disclosure. However, it is clear from her composure that this method is not working. And so, when charm fails, they often shift to controlled pressure, increasing confrontation and strategic questioning to create psychological discomfort that pushes the suspect toward revealing inconsistencies or the truth.
Man, we back, Doug.
Where you get chips from?
That lady just brought them to me because I haven't eaten all day.
You diabetic or anything?
I just want to
You want a minute?
Mm-mm.
Maybe you need one. No, I'm messing with you.
You leave me for 2 hours and then come in here and try to make me laugh.
You give us any more thought?
A lot of thoughts.
What do you have?
What do you have?
Huh?
Well, you know who all we had in here, right?
Yeah. Everybody that was in here. I heard Deon over there calling my name. Like he didn't just tell y'all I killed somebody.
And we got Shay in here.
Yeah, that's my cousin. I'm sure you will have her. And you got Kima by now.
So
She ain't got no car. We had to give her a ride.
1722, just in case you want to know what apartment she's in. But anyway, we talked to them, and we think we got the story. And we're going to give you one more shot, to be honest, and to tell us what happened. Because we know everything that happened now, while you guys were there. But we're going to give you one more shot to tell us. And if you don't, if you want to stick with what you already gave us, then so be it. But we really think that there's something else. There's a lot more to it than what you were.
It's like not a lot more to it, but
No, it was bad.
yeah. Well, can I go home? I won't be able to go home.
No, ma'am, you're not going to go home.
And she's not either.
So,
Came
on
over.
Shay.
It is crazy. But unfortunately, it happened.
Hey, it's nothing personal against y'all. I can't.
It is what it is, sweetheart.
It was done, like I said, we could hit a reset or pause or go back. I mean, I know you wouldn't heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I know you wouldn't heartbeat.
So with that being said, this is your only shot, Cinnamon. So I'm not going to need you to be honest. Like I said, we sat down there and we talked to Shay. We came up. And Deon. I already told you what Deon said. So you know where this is going. Everybody's doing this.
Mm-hmm. Because nobody wants to get in trouble. I'll take the fall.
It ain't taking you taking the
It is
baby.
because...
Well, I mean, they riding with you.
They going.
I mean...
Y'all all going to be charged with the same thing.
My main thing is I want to get the gun off the street. You know what I'm saying? And if I was a betting man, the gun come from... You don't tote no gun around.
No, I don't. He don't either. It didn't come from him.
When a lie survives long enough, it stops feeling like a lie. But evidence doesn't negotiate. What comes next isn't an outburst or a confession. It's a slow, deliberate unraveling planned by the detectives.
You don't tote no gun around.
No, I don't. He don't either. It didn't come from him.
Where'd it come from, Sam?
Come on now.
Crazy.
Where's it
I
at?
mean, that I really don't know.
Who got rid of it then? Because you know what happened to it once you were done. So what happened
It
to
wasn't like that. Like, that's how y'all making it seem.
All right, well, how about this? After the incident occurred, what happens. What happened to the gun then?
I don't know.
It just disappeared?
It did. I didn't do anything with it.
Somebody, what you say, somebody got rid of it.
Did Kima take it to get rid of it?
No. Me, him, and Shay stayed right there with each other.
Did Shay take to get rid of it?
Shay.
Did you give it to Deon to get rid of it? Did you give it to Ryan to get rid of it? Is it still inside your home? Well,
What kind of gun was it?
I don't even know. I'm not really, like, familiar with him.
I know it was a revolver. You know
What's
what a
the
revolver is? You seen the cowboy kind? You know, the gun that has the cylinder?
No.
and then you got the square gun. That looks
Like the police and everybody racks it and all that crap.
So,
Like that. Wait. I mean, not exact, but that's one. That's a revolver, and that's a...
That's an automatic.
no, it was, like, smaller than a black one.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
so
small.
it-
It was a
It's
32.
what happened. Because I'm sure Kima is, like, probably pissing on herself. We did go to get the weed or whatever. And, of course, like y'all know I don't want to go to jail. Like, nothing about it. Like you said, it wasn't intentional. He did. Like, he tried to fight Shay. And he tried to take his weed back after he already had our money. And no, it wasn't fake money. We had real money. So he started reaching and he just like was trying to come in the car. Like he would not get off of Shay. So I did shoot him.
How many times?
I don't know. But I know it was like 3.
He was actually sitting behind Shay
No.
in the back seat.
No. It wasn't inside my car at all. It was that fast. That fast. Like, that's why I didn't understand why he was calling from private, and then I got sketchy, and then when he came up to the car, he had his hood on. We had never seen him before. And then Shay gave him money, gave him the weed, then he reached back and tried to grab the weed. And so Shay was like fighting. And I was like, just let her go, just let her go. So then I was trying to pull off, and he wouldn't let her go. So I shot him. And it was like a warning shot, like, let her go. And he was coming further into the car. Like, he was coming at me. And then I shot him, like, again. And then he just fell.
Shauntareeya finally gives her version of Jaquan's murder and claims it was all an act of self-defense. But if that were true, why was she carrying a gun without a license? As the truth corners her, the queen of pretense finally runs out of rehearsed lines and makes one last call.
It don't matter. Shay and Kima, Shay and Kima already was shook up. They already told on me. Everybody finger pointed on me. My car has GPS on it. It really didn't matter. It all pointed to me. Only reason I was wrong. Yes, I did. Yes. Because they already told on me. Yes, they did. Kima just came in here, babe. They found Kima already. She wasn't hiding.
I'll take a picture for you if you want me to.
I can send you a picture. How? They already had me sign that paper when I first came in here. I don't know. I just called to tell y'all I love y'all, brother. It don't matter. Listen, I'm gonna have a bond. I can get out on bond because I just was honest. Period. That's the only way. I'm gonna have a bond. We all gonna have a bond. But I'm gonna have first appearance tomorrow. Yes, and Deon, you know my car is not paid off. I'm still up here. I begged them to. Yes. No, but I know she in here because I heard her voice. It's too late. It's too late. It's already up, D. They already said they finna take me to jail. It don't matter. I just gotta get out.
Tears stream down Shauntareeya's face as she speaks to her family over the phone. The weight of her choices finally hits her as she realizes that this game is now over.
Officer,
Yeah, babe.
can I still have a lawyer?
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
I wasn't 100% honest about what I just told y'all.
You wasn't?
No.
Absolutely.
And it's just,
Absolutely.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I should have asked from the beginning.
Okay.
But a lot of that story is not right.
Okay.
And I just...
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. And we won't talk to, if you need to go to the bathroom, you need some drink, let me know. And
I'll
we're
do
going
one
to try
more
to wrap
time.
it.
I've been sitting here with this same pad on. I'm going to bleed all over
Okay.
this
I'm
chair.
gonna get somebody to take you. Did somebody come and get my phone?
Yeah.
Okay, babe.
All right, do me a favor. Raise your right hand.
Yeah.
You swear everything you told me is the truth to the best of your knowledge.
No. That's what I was just telling him.
That's what you were just telling me?
No, the other guy.
Did he come here and ask you the same question?
Kind of. I told him that I lied.
You lied about what?
A lot. Like, kind of like the whole story.
All right.
I just think it's in my best interest to get a lawyer because I feel like I'm being pressured. I feel really, really scared. Like,
Ain't nobody pressures you.
I feel pressured. Like, period. There's no way around it. I'm scared. I'm young. And I just want to be out of this situation. Like.
Okay. That's fine. And that's your right. But you're being charged with second-degree murder with a firearm. Okay?
Hey, dude, we're going to swap these cuffs up for you, all right? We're going to take this blue pair off you. You're yanking your fingernails off.
Because I'm going to jail.
Let me borrow this hand, sweetie. You're going to have to do what?
Fight people.
Fight people?
Yeah.
Why are you going to fight people in jail?
Because I'm pretty and they're going to bother me.
Well, hopefully you don't have to fight anybody in jail.
People are going to try to kill me. People are going to be with me.
All because you're pretty? Well, I guess that's something to say for ugly people. Guess they don't have to worry about that, huh? Sit in here.
Yeah, how long?
How long? He's working on it. Hopefully not too much longer.
Cold in here.
Okay. We don't have any blankets, so...
It's almost ironic how she fears jealousy more than justice, still unaware that beauty can't mask the brutality of the life she took over a petty deal. But how does someone so young end up crossing the line between impulse and murder? Was it desperation, ego, or the misplaced belief that they'd never be caught? In late 2019, Shauntareeya Jones pleaded guilty to manslaughter with a weapon in the fatal shooting of 19-year-old Jaquan Berry. The court sentenced her to 15 years in state prison. Her accomplices, Shalen and Deon Nettles, received 4 years and 8 years respectively for their roles in covering up the crime. Justice was served, but it came as a somber reminder of how a $60 drug deal cost a young man his life.